بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين ربي يسر ولا توسر وتمم بالخير اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. One humble request before we start. Al-Quran Institute is a Quranic Da'wah and educational institute. We would like to reach many others like you, so your assistance will be greatly appreciated. If you benefit from our videos, please like, share, and subscribe our YouTube channel. Jazakallahu khairan. Let's start, inshallah. Alhamdulillah. We have learned about derived nouns or Ismul Mushtaq part 1 in our last lesson. And today we are going to study lesson 12 of module 2, and the topic is Introduction to Verb 1 to 10 or Abwabul Af'al, inshallah. In module 1, we have learned form 1 verb, which is trilateral verb like fa'ala, fataha, qatala, kafara, and so on. These trilateral root verbs are called as-thulathiyul mujarrad. As-thulathiyu means 3 and al-mujarrad means original. So as we know, fa'ala is original trilateral root verb, and there are many others in that group which is called as-thulathiyu mujarrad. Remember the meaning of the word al-mujarrad, which means original. As-thulathiyu is 3. Alhamdulillah, we are on module 2. And it's time for us to understand the next level of verbs. As you probably gathered, the form 1 has got 3-letter verb, which is called as-thulathiyul mujarrad. So, next form would be form 2. Then it will be form 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It is important to remember that most commonly used verbs in the Qur'an are between form 1 and form 10. There are 5 more other forms of Arabic verbs, form 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. But they are extremely rare in Qur'an and we shall not discuss about them at all. So how form 1 trilateral verb, which is as-thulathiyul mujarrad, is different from form 2 to 10. Please note, the difference is there will be extra letter added to these 3 letters, which are as-thulathiyul mujarrad. For example, we can see fa'ala. This is form 2 verb. And you can see ayn kalima has got an extra ayn there through the shadda which is added. So fa'ala has actually got 4 letters. Next verb is fa'ala, and you can see alif is added with fa kalima. Fa'ala has become fa'ala. Alif is added. So this is also now a 4-letter verb. The next example is af'ala. Fa has taken a sukun and an alif is added before fa, making it 4-letter called af'ala. So how do we call them now? In Arabic, we call the form 1 3-letter original root verbs as as-thulathiyul mujarrad. And form 2 to 10, where extra letter added to these 3 letters, we call them in Arabic as-thulathiyul mazid. Look at the name. As-thulathiyu, 3, is still there. Then we have al-mazid. There is a word in Arabic called zada. Zada means it increased, to increase. So, as-sulasiul mazid means from 3 letter it is increased to, it may be 4 letters, it could be 5 letters, it could be 6 letters. They all will be called as-sulasiul mazid. So it is important at this stage to really understand these two terms and remember. As-sulasiul mujarrad, original, 3. As-sulasiul mazid, they are the increased version after adding 1 letter, 2 letter or more letters with the original verb, and they will be called as-sulasiul mazid. Alhamdulillah. There is so much to learn in this chapter to understand verb forms 1 to 10, but we shall keep it to the basics and essential ones only, so that you can learn these 10 forms of verb, easily remember them, and then apply them while you are interpreting the Quranic verses using the grammar, inshallah. Our objective in this lesson is to do the conjugation of 10 measures of Arabic verb. Tasriful awzanil asharati lil fi'lil arabi. Our next priority would be to memorize the 9 keys of conjugation, like madi, mudari, amor, nahi, fa'il, maf'ul, masdar, madi majhul, mudari majhul. I repeat, madi, mudari, amor, nahi, fa'il, maf'ul, masdar, madi majhul, mudari majhul. Let's learn the 10 forms of verbs, what they are, how they look like, and how they differentiate from each other. So we said we have got 10 forms of verb. Remember, these forms of verbs are also known as bab or family. Abwabul af'ali. Bab means gateway. So it's a gateway to the verbs. In short, they are called bab. So we have learned there are 10 forms of verb, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In advance, I'm telling you, from 1 to 8 and from 10 are used widely throughout Qur'an. Form 9 is less used, and they mean specifically colors, right? Red, blue, green, etc. And also they indicate body defects. So that is pretty limited use. So we can distinguish it, and sometime we'll put it on the side because our focus is to learn other 9 verbs as best as we can, inshallah. We shall be using the root verb fa'ala again to understand the other forms of verbs and also see the changes from fa'ala, how they are transformed into another form by adding 1 letter or 2 letter. Fa'ala patterns of these 10 verbs are fa'ala, 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 af'ala, tafa'ala, tafa'ala, infa'ala, ifta'ala, if'ala, istaf'ala. You have to memorize it. You have to memorize it, write it down, say it loudly several times. You have to memorize it. Fa'ala, 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 af'ala, tafa'ala, tafa'ala, infa'ala, ifta'ala, if'ala, istaf'ala. So let's now see how do they differ from each other by the look. And later on, we will learn the meaning of these different forms. Again, how they correlate with each other, inshallah. Form 1, we have fa'ala. And form 2, we have fa'ala. So we know about form 1. Let's look at form 2. What has changed from 1 to form 2? And you can see on form 2, fa'ala, there is a shadda on ayn, showing ayn has doubled there. On form 3, you can see the letter alif has been added with fa kalima. So fa has become fa. So we have fa'ala, fa'ala, and fa'ala. Let's look at form 4. What has changed alphabetically? And you can see Hamza. Hamza has been added before fa'ala, and fa has taken a sukun. So fa'ala has become af'ala in form 4. Form 5. Look at this. Form 5 has actually taken the changes from form 2, because form 2 already we have as fa'ala, and on form 5 letter ta has been added before form 2. So fa'ala has become tafa'ala. MashaAllah. Form 6, form 3 and form 6 has got some similarity. So here form 3 is fa'ala, and on form 6 letter ta has been added before form 3, making it tafa'ala. It was fa'ala in form 3 and it is tafa'ala in form 6. Form 7 and form 8, look at the difference. You can see form 7 in fa'ala. So fa'ala form 1 is there, but before that 2 letters have been added, in, alif and nun, in fa'ala. Form 8, look at the changes. Here an extra letter ta has been added after the fa kalima, and before fa alif has been added. I repeat, fa'ala, fa has become sukun, then ta extra letter added between fa and ain kalima, making it ifta'ala. However, you need to remember form 7 and form 8, both in and if, the alif there will always take kasra. So it's in fa'ala, ifta'ala. Keep listening to this and make sure that you understand this, inshallah. Form 9, which is less used, it's if Allah. Again, alif with kasra is at the beginning, and lam kalima has taken shadda with fatha, making it if Allah. Finally, form 10, istaf'ala. And you can see the word ista, alif with kasra, sin with sukun, ta with fatha. Ista, it's one unit. Ista is added before fa'ala, but fa has taken a sukun after ista. So istaf'ala. There are examples which you will learn later, like istansara, istaghfara. Ghafara has become istaghfara. But the root pattern of form 10 is istaf'ala. As we told you in the beginning, that all the verbs are recognized, transformed based on the root structure, which is fa'ala. Alhamdulillah. Let's look at these 10 forms of verbs and their co-relationship within their meanings, inshallah. So as we all know, fa'ala means he did. This is a straightforward, simple and regular meaning and standard meaning without any specification. Fa'ala means he did. It is a standard or regular meaning. Form 2, fa'ala, look at some example first. Alima, alima means to know or he knew. But for the sake of easy expression, we'll be using the meaning like alima, to know. Allama, to teach, like that. For a verb to say he did or to do is the same thing. Okay, so we'll be using to know, to teach, to write, like that, inshallah. So alima means to know, which is form 1. And when it becomes allama, the meaning becomes to teach. Kasara means to break, but kassara means to smash. So what do you notice here? Alima means to learn, to know, but allama means to teach. So it is an enhanced or intensive meaning here. Alima to know, allama to teach. The meaning of form 2 is it's causing or making something to happen from the regular meaning of fa'ala. So let's call it causative or intensive function here, inshallah. Form 3. Kataba means to write. Kataba means to communicate, to correspond. Qatala means to kill someone, but qatala means to fight with someone. So kataba means to write. Kataba means just simply to write. But when it kataba, it means writing to someone else, involving other parties. Kataba means to write, standard, and kataba means to write to someone. Similarly, qatala is to kill. Qatala means to fight with someone. Can you see how other parties get engaged in form 3? That meaning in English is called reciprocal meaning. Reciprocal meaning involving other parties. Alhamdulillah. Form 4. Karuma means to be honored. Karuma means someone to be honored. But akrama means to honor someone else. He is honored. He himself is honored. But akrama means to honor someone else. So this meaning is called causative meaning. Making something happen. Causing something to happen. Karuma means he got honored. He himself got honored. But akrama means to honor someone else. Falaha means to be successful. He became successful. But aflaha means to make someone else successful. That's called causation meaning, making something happen. So form af'ala causes something to happen. Form 5, tafa'ala. So it's form 2 plus ta added. The word qabila means to accept, to do qabul. But in form 5, taqabbala means also to accept. Naqada means to destroy. Naqada means to destroy something. But tanaqqada means to be destroyed himself or herself or itself. Can you see the meaning? Naqada means to destroy something. Tanaqqada means it itself to get destroyed. The point to note here that in the meaning of form 5 verbs, you will see a reflexive type. You will see a reflexive meanings. Now at this stage it may be a little bit difficult for you to understand, but as we go along, inshallah, you will understand it better. The main point to note here that in form 5 verb, the subject and object will be same there. For example, tabayyana lahu annahu aduwwun. It became apparent to him that here annahu aduwwun sounds like it's an object. Tabayyana lahu, it became clear to him. What did become clear? Annahu aduwwun, that he is an enemy. So you can see annahu aduwwun sounds like it's an object, maf'ul bihi. But on the other side, look at this. Tabayyana lahu annahu aduwwun. It could be interpreted as annahu aduwwun tabayyana lahu. That he is an enemy is made clear to him. Now, annahu aduwwun has become the subject. Masha Allah. You may not follow this exactly, but as we go along, you will be very good at it, inshallah. So try to remember the term reflexive, meaning means where subject and object may take over the role of each other in a sentence. That is example of form 5 verb, which is called reflexive meaning. Alhamdulillah. Form 6, tafa'ala. Saru'a means to be fast. Tasara'a means to rush or to hurry. Amila means to work. Ta'amala is to do business with. Again, in the same way, form 6 verb gives reflexive meaning, having both subject and object playing double role here as subject or object, inshallah. Form 7, infa'ala, aqada, to tie in form 1, and in aqada, to be knit together. Aqada is to tie, but in aqada means to be knit together. Can you say it's a passive kind of meaning? Fajara means to break ground. Infajara means to explode or detonate. So remember, the meaning of form 7 verb will indicate passive meaning, like it got burst, it got split. It's not an active form meaning. It's a passive form meaning. It is not a passive verb as such, but the meaning will be like this. There are many words in Juz Amma, many of the surahs. These type of verbs have been used to give passive meaning. Form 8, ifta'ala, samya, to hear, istama'a, to listen. So what's the difference between to hear or to listen? It means listening is to give more attention, emphasis. Arafa, to know. I'tarafa, to acknowledge, adding more emphasis. Like form 5 and 6, form 8 can also give reflexive meaning, which means both subject and object will play double role in the sentence. Form 9, the meaning is used to express color or physical defect. Ihmarra means to turn red. I'wajja means twisted. Body part got twisted, so it created defect. Form 10, istaf'ala. Nasara means to help. Istansara means to ask for help. Ghafara means to forgive. Istaghfara means to ask for forgiveness. So again, this gives causative meaning or sometimes reflexive meaning. I would request you to go through this page several times to get to the bottom of it, inshallah. Once for all, okay? Please give it your best try, inshallah. From 1 to 10 verbs have got a lot of involvement, as I said in the beginning. So I would ask you to go step by step and make sure you get your full confidence in it. You don't have to rush. Our next focus in this lesson is to memorize the patterns, to memorize the conjugation of each form of verbs from form 1 to 10 following this template. In this template, we have got 9 keys. There are 6 keys of verb here and 3 keys for ism here. Altogether, there are 9 keys of conjugations. First of all, we need to memorize the order in this way. The 9 keys we are going to learn in order to run through other verbs in different forms. We need to remember the order of these 9 keys of conjugation. So you will memorize it this way. Madi mudari amor nahi, fa'il maf'ul masdar, madi majhul mudari majhul. Madi mudari amor nahi, fa'il maf'ul masdar, madi majhul mudari majhul. Madi mudari amor nahi, fa'il maf'ul masdar, madi majhul mudari majhul. You got to remember this by heart, because when it is in your brain, you can visualize closing your eyes that this is the order. Madi mudari amor nahi, fa'il maf'ul masdar, madi majhul mudari majhul. Then you will remember under nahi, under fa'il, under madi majhul, which pattern comes. So this is important, brothers and sisters. So let's play with the first verb, which is form 1 here, fa'ala. So we will do the 9 conjugation of this chart using bab fa'ala and its different forms originated from fa'ala. So first verb, we'll go through these 9 keys. Fa'ala yaf'alu if'al la taf'al. Fa'ilun maf'ulun. Fa'alun fu'ila yuf'alu. Fa'ala yaf'alu if'al la taf'al. Pause here. 4 verbs gone. Fa'ilun maf'ulun fa'alun. There's an ism ending with tanwin here. Fa'ilun maf'ulun fa'alun. Then madi majhul mudari majhul. Fu'ila yuf'alu. Then form 2, fa'ala. Fa'ala yuf'ilu. Fa'il la tufa'il. Then fa'il maf'ul masdar. Mufa'ilun mufa'alun taf'ilun. Then fu'ila yufa'alu. Next, form 3 verb. Fa'ala yufa'ilu fa'il la tufa'il. Mufa'ilun mufa'alun. Mufa'alatun. Fu'ila yufa'alu. Af'ala. أفعل يفعل أفعل لا تفعل مفعل مفعل إفعال أفعل يفعل تفعل تفعل يتفعل تفعل لا تفعل متفعل متفاعل تفاعل تفعل يتفعل. Form 7. There is no maf'ul form, madi majhul form or mudari majhul form for form 7. So the conjugation for form 7 would be in fa'ala yanfa'ilu in fa'il la tanfa'il munfa'ilun. No maf'ul, masdar is in fa'alun. No madi majhul, no mudari majhul. Form 8, ifta'ala. Ifta'ala yafta'ilu ifta'il la tafta'il. Mufta'ilun mufta'alun. Ifti'alun uftu'ila yufta'alu. Form 9, if Allah yaf'allu if'alil la taf'alil muf'allun no maful. Masdar is if'ilalun, no madi majhul, no mudari'u majhul. And the last verb is form 10, istaf'ala. Istaf'ala yastaf'ilu istaf'il, la tastaf'il, mustaf'ilun mustaf'alun, istif'alun, ustuf'ila yustaf'alu. Alhamdulillah. Make a lot of practice on this and inshallah it will become easy for you. Here is another very important page for you to memorize. So we have got all 10 verbs here with different patterns, inshallah. Form 1, and within that 6 families. Form 1 has got 6 families. They are called Nasara family, Daraba family, Fataha family, Sami'a family, Hasiba family, Karuma family. And we'll do the 9 conjugation for these verbs first. Form 1. Nasara yansuru unsur la tansur, nasirun mansurun nasrun, nusira yungsaru, daraba yadribu idrib la tadrib, daribun madrubun darbun, duriba yudrabu, fataha yaftahu iftah la taftah, fatihun maftuhun fathun, futiha yuftahu, sami'a yasma'u isma' la tasma', samiyun masmu'un sam'un, sumi'a yusma'u. Hasiba yahsibu, ihsib la tahsib, hasibun mahsubun, hisabanun, husiba yuhsabu, karuma yakrumu akrum, la takrum, karimun. There is no maful for bab karuma. Masdar is karamun, and there is no madi majhul or mudari majhul of the bab karuma. Here is information for you. Form 1 and its masdar has got many patterns, around 15, 16, 17 patterns for the masdar of form 1. Here we have included only the most common pattern like nasrun, darbun, fathun, sam'un, like that. But as you move forward, you will see many other patterns. Don't worry about them because you will recognize them, inshallah. We are on the next group of verbs which are form 2 to form 10. Form 2, fa'ala. Form 2 example, sarrafa. Sarrafa means to change. Sarrafa yusarrifu sarrif, la tusarrif. Musarrifun musarrafun, tasrifun. Surrifa yusarrafu. Next form 3, qatala. Qatala yuqatilu qatil, la tuqatil. Muqatilun muqatalun, muqatalatun. Qutila yuqatalu. Next is form 4, akrama. Akrama yukrimu akrim, la tukrim. Mukrimun mukramun, ikramun ukrima yukramu. Next example is form 6, taqabbala. Taqabbala yataqabbalu, taqabbal la taqabbal. Mutaqabbilun mutakabbalun, taqabbulun tukubbila yutaqabbalu. Next is form 6, taqabala. Taqabala yataqabalu, taqabal la taqabal. Mutaqabilun mutaqabalun, taqabulun tuqubila yutaqabalu. Form 8, infatara. Infatara yanfatiru, infatir, la tanfatir. Munfatirun, there is no maful for it and no madi majhul or mudari majhul, and the masdar is infitarun, infitarun. Next is form 8, ijtanaba yajtanibu, ijtanib, la tajtanib. Mujtanibun mujtanabun, ijtinabun, ujtuniba yujtanabu. Next is form 9, ihmarra yahmarru, ihmarir, la tahmarir. Muhmarrun, no maful and no madi majhul or mudari majhul for form 9. So the masdar is ijmirarun, ijmirarun. Form 10, istansara yastansiru, istansir la tastansir. Mustansirun mustansarun, istinsarun, ustunsira yustansaru. Alhamdulillah. We are coming to the end of this chapter. Just for you to know that you may need to practice other verbs from different form, like form 1, form 2, form 3, and so on. So take one of each of these new verbs and run through this chart which I have just shown you. The more practice you do with the new verbs, making a chart yourself on your notebook and creating boxes for each verb you are writing down. Keep doing it as many times as you can with as many new verbs as you can. This is going to make you very strong, inshallah, in this. interesting and most important lesson, which is particularly Form 2 to Form 10, to understand all these 9 conjugation, inshallah. May Allah make it easy for you. Alhamdulillah, we have reached the end of this lesson. I hope you found it helpful. Please repeat watching this video a few more times and study the PDF file together. For reference, you may visit our over 60 YouTube video series for Module 1. Barakallahu fikum. Rabbana taqabbal minna innaka antas samiul alim. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. One request before you go. Al-Quran Institute is a Quranic Da'wah and educational institute. We would like to reach others like you. So if you benefited from this video, please share with others, and most importantly, please subscribe our channel and like the videos. Don't forget to watch other video series on Quranic Arabic course. Barakallahu fikum. Rabbana taqabbal minna innaka antas samiul alim. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen.
Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta. أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.